by the Corruptors if he's not too careful, but the Zerg player is forced to retreat right here as those Colossi just doing massive amount of damage. Now the Stalker kind of overextending himself, trying to snipe off a lot of these Broodlings, but now the Broodlords now just turn back. Actually, the Stalkers were able to kill a lot of the Broodlords, maybe even another one, and now it's surrounded by Zerglings. Very, very good counter from Shoey, as Zerglings are a hard counter against Stalkers. So both players playing epically right now. That was a huge engagement right here. More Broodlords being morphed in, and now there are 2 Overlords full of Zerglings, probably going to do a drop on this base, trying to pick off a lot of the minerals, a lot of the workers there. So we'll see what happens with that, because these 3 bases right here are very, very well guarded. A drop is a very good idea, but those Zerglings just got roasted by all these oh my god, that is so many Colossi. That is 9 Colossi and a Mama ship and a couple Zealots. He does need a couple of anti-air though, as there are a lot of Corruptors. That is what 15 Corruptors just focusing down that mothership, and now the Broodlords are going to be able to take out some Colossi. He just lost a bunch of units right there. There are still some Zealots here, but now they're just fighting, they're just trying to climb uphill in snow, as these Zealots can't hit anything but the Broodlords, or but the Broodlings that the Broodlords produce, and those don't cost anything to Shoey whatsoever. So he should have just retreated with those Zealots. Now those I did miss a Zergling attack right here. I'll picture that later, so that you'll be able to see it. Actually, I did. I should stop saying I will, because I've already done it in the future. Anyways, more Colossi on the field. Carriers, I missed that. Oh my god, there's 3 carriers and even a no, I thought that was a mothership. That looks like a mothership, but Protoss level number 3 coming up. But these Corruptors, there's so many Corruptors, Jesus. That is, they're gonna be able to one-shot these carriers, no problem whatsoever. Ain't nothing to a pack of Corruptors. Now these Broodlords being able to do so much damage. Broodlords so good against Colossi, as once they start shooting, I mean, once they get in a certain critical mass, it's so hard to stop them. There's a huge army here, Corruptors and Broodlords. Now the Blink Stalkers blinking in, trying to pick off a couple of Broodlords, but kind of blocked vision from with these Overlords and these Corruptors. And these Roaches now moving in, being able to take out these Stalkers, even the Broodlords getting in on some action. There's a lot of production moves going on now. Neuroparasite coming up. We might be able to see some Neuroparasite. I don't know how to say that word. But anyways, some Infestors Neuroparasiting a carrier or something. That would be epic. Never seen that in a real life game before. There's 4 Stargates being focused down by these Roaches. More and more units being... Oh, I left the game because I was lagging. More and more units being macroed up for both players. But now that drop seemed to be pretty devastating, as we don't see a good saturation on that base. We see basically no saturation whatsoever on that expansion. The gold has been mined out, and the only 2 bases that are really mining is these natural and this 9 o'clock natural, or 12 o'clock natural. So I think the economy is slipping for our player Fingo, for our Protoss player, and now this Broodlord is just flying in and just throwing its babies at this warp gate. And it's looking like, I don't know, this looks like a big army, but most of them are Corruptors, and Corruptors can't really do anything against Stalkers. You'd think that they can just spit down and then be able to attack the Stalkers, but they can't. Even some Roaches getting up in the 12 o'clock base of Fingo, being able to pick off every single pylon. So the minerals per second is definitely dropping for our Protoss player. Now another engagement going on right now. There is basically nothing going on, no pressure whatsoever on the Zerg player. So these drones are just able to mine freely and carefree, while on the other side of the map, these probes are just running in terror from all this attack that is going on. Macroing up a lot of Hydralisk. Hydralisk do very well against warp gate units, especially without any Colossi on the field. This is going to be pretty devastating, because Fingo did opt to go Immortals, which are hard counter to Roaches, which he just saw, but now these Hydralisks are going to be able to take down those Immortals without any problem whatsoever. The Corruptors just checking, making sure that there's no Colossi on the field. Just getting some good scouting information. Now he's going to push in with this army right now. There are a few, handful of units on the field right now, but look at the minerals for Fingo. There's basically nothing. Only 500 minerals a second. That's basically a one base play, a one base worth of minerals. And there's just so much harassment going on by Shoey. All these roaches taking out this Nexus and that Nexus. So basically, it's going to be an all-in push. If there is a final engagement, it's going to be an all-in for Fingo. He has to be able to micro it perfectly. Even a Dark Templar in here, maybe going to be able to snipe off a few Hydralisks. But economically, he is just way behind right now. He has to be able to do something. Guardian Shield is a very, very good choice because these are all ranged units. But there are a few Brood Lords on the field. This does not look good for our player Fingo. Here we go. Here is the final battle. That Stalker warped in and died automatically. That was an epic kill by that Stalker. Man, Hydralisks just do so much damage. Their range, especially with their upgraded range, is just so big. One force field going down, delaying the inevitable though. This Dark Templar going to town. They're getting 2 kills. Unnoticed 3 kills right now. But it looks like it is GG for our Protoss player. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like there's nothing he can do. He is at 300, if there's anything that he can do, not nothing he can do. Anyways, for 300 minerals per second, he can't produce anything. He is at 135 minerals and he's forced to call the GG. So now that was a very, very epic, epic game as we saw motherships, carriers, brood lords, corruptors, even some neuroparasite. Well, we didn't see that, but we saw it being researched. So both players playing very, very well. Fingo being able to hold off that early aggression relatively well. And both players transitioning to the macro game very well, getting all the bases on the regular map. And playing an epic game overall. So, if you like this cast, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave some comments down below. If you didn't, tell me what you didn't like, and I'll try to work on that for the next time. Alright guys, thanks for watching.